I am about to blow your mind. ChatGPT obviously is amazing. It can do a lot of really neat, really cool things, but at the end of the day, you still have to be kind of in control, guiding it, giving it the prompts. Not anymore. They're now working on something called AutoGPT, which basically talks to itself. So you give it a mission and it will create multiple versions of itself and it'll have a conversation between each other to accomplish that mission. It'll write out the tasks that it needs to accomplish and then it'll start checking those boxes off. Not only that, it will go on to the internet and do the research for you. It'll summarize the web pages. It'll learn that information. It'll make sense of it. It'll tell that to the other AI to start making, posts or whatever you're trying to accomplish. And it does this all automatically, all by itself. And more crazy, they added voice to it. So you can actually hear the conversation between these different AIs. It is mind blowing. Check out this demo. So I'm going to throw up this. It's in terminal. It's very early stages, so it's still in terminal. But we're just going to initiate it.
Welcome back. Would you like me to return to being James?
We'll start fresh, so I'll say no.
Welcome to AutoGPT. Enter the name of your AI and its role below. Entering nothing will load default.
So we'll name it Jimmy. This is the only inputs, and I'm going to start. And then it's going to just start going by itself. It's incredible.
Jimmy here. I am at your service.
All right, so what is its role? We're going to say it's going to be an AI marketing bot that creates LinkedIn posts about fraud that affects automotive dealerships. So that's going to be the goal. Now that's the AI that we're creating. Now we're going to give it some goals. So I'll say maybe be seen as an industry expert. We'll get lots of engagement, grow our LinkedIn followers, maybe create 3 posts for LinkedIn. Now that's it. It's going to start doing everything by itself and talking to itself. It's creepy.
I am planning to research the most common types of fraud that affect automotive dealerships, summarize my findings, and use them to generate quality posts. I am planning to use Google to research the most common types of fraud that affect automotive dealerships. Look for specific examples, make notes of key points, and be careful to only trust reputable sources. I am planning to browse the Justia website to find a reputable source of information on the most common types of fraud that affects automotive dealerships. After taking note of specific examples of fraud, I will use my findings to generate high-quality and insightful posts.
It's actually gone to the website at this point, and now it's summarizing that website, and it's going to take that information and feed it back to itself.
I have just recorded the most common types of fraud that affect automotive dealerships in my memory, and will be using them to create high-quality posts that are both informative and engaging. I am planning to delegate the task of generating high-quality and insightful posts about auto dealership fraud to a GPT agent named Content Generator Agent. Content Generator Agent here, reporting for duty. Hello, Content Generator Agent.
Wow.
Your task is as follows. Create posts about auto dealership fraud. There are several ways dealerships can protect themselves and their customers from fraud. Here are a few. 1. Implement training programs for employees to identify potential fraud and provide clear guidelines on how to handle fraud situations. 2. Verify the identity of the customer through the help of government-issued identification or documents, credit reports, and other relevant data. 3. Use electronic payment systems that are secure and reliable. 4. Use fraud detection software to monitor transactions and automatically flag potential fraud cases. I am planning to ask the Content Generator Agent to generate post ideas about measures dealerships can take to detect fraud. Sure, here are some post ideas about measures dealerships can take to detect fraud. 1. The top fraud detection software programs for dealerships. 2. The importance of employee training and fraud detection at dealerships. 3. The role of artificial intelligence in fraud detection for dealerships. 4. How to verify the identity of your customers to increase fraud detection at dealerships. 5. The benefits of outsourcing your fraud detection to third-party vendors. 6. How to implement strong fraud detection policies and procedures at your dealership. 7. The latest trends and technologies in fraud detection for dealerships. 8. How dealerships can secure electronic payment systems to increase fraud detection. 9. Tips for building a comprehensive fraud detection strategy for your dealership. 10. Enhancing your dealership's fraud detection capabilities through collaboration and information sharing. I have recorded the post ideas generated by the content generator agent in my memory, and will be using them to create high-quality, researched, and informative posts for followers with cybersecurity law in mind. I have written down the post ideas generated by the content generator agent in a text file named autofraudposts.txt for easy accessibility.
That is wild.
I'm planning to browse the auto dealership fraud prevention lawyer's LinkedIn page to determine their most engaging posts to better understand what resonates with our followers and help guide the creation of future posts. I'm going to search on Google for the most engaging posts on the topic of auto dealership fraud prevention in the last year to draw insights from the posts to develop engaging content for our dealership following the ethics of cybersecurity law.
This is wild. I also just checked, it actually created the file with those post ideas in here. It's now going to do some background research to give it some insight into these posts, and then it's going to, I assume it's going to start producing those posts.
I have recorded the top 5 most engaging LinkedIn posts on the topic of auto dealership fraud prevention in the past year in my memory for easy reference. The information gained from these posts will guide me on creating highly engaging and legally compliant posts.
So it just checked LinkedIn for the most engaging posts on that subject, and is now going to commit that to memory and then use that to guide the creation of its own posts. So I'm just going to stop it there, just because I think it's going to do a little bit more research and reiterate until it eventually creates those posts. But I could just let it run. I've run it in the past where I let it self-execute and then end. It seems to work. But it's just, it's incredible. It's not only doing the outline of the tasks that you should be creating to do this, to be successful on LinkedIn, to do the posts. It's doing the research, it's writing the posts, it's saving it to file. It's doing all of this by itself. It is mind-boggling. Anyway, just thought that you'd like to see the demo. I'm as blown away as you probably are. Take care. See you in a bit.